Hello friends, before you spend lakhs on tiles, steel and cement, there are 8 small things that many people completely ignore. And surprisingly, these are the same things that often decide whether your house stays strong for decades or starts developing cracks, seepage, loose tiles and expensive repairs much earlier than expected. Most people never hear about these during construction. So before you build your house, watch this video till the end. Because every point can save you money and future problems. Let us start with one of the biggest mistakes people make. Tile adhesive, tile leveling clips, and tile vibrator. When you get tiles installed, many installers use only cement mortar. But for most modern floor and wall tiles, a good quality tile adhesive is the better choice. Tile adhesive provides better bonding, reduces the chances of tiles becoming loose over time, and is specially designed for tile installation. After fixing the tile, use tile leveling clips. These clips help keep all the tiles at the same level and maintain even gaps between them. This gives a much neater and more professional finish. Another useful tool is a tile vibrator. After placing the tile, the vibrator helps spread the adhesive evenly beneath the tile and removes trapped air. This improves contact between the tile and the adhesive and reduces the chances of hollow spots. For the best results, use the right tile adhesive, tile leveling clips, and where suitable, a tile vibrator. The next point is bonding agent. Sometimes concrete cannot be poured in one go. Whenever new concrete has to bond with old concrete, you should use a bonding agent. Products like Nitobond or similar products from Sika, Fosroc or Pidilite are commonly used for this purpose. A bonding agent helps improve the bond between old concrete and new concrete. This makes the joint stronger and can also help reduce the chances of water passing through the joint when used correctly. Before applying it, clean the surface properly and remove all dust, loose particles and dirt. Then apply the bonding agent according to the manufacturer's instructions before placing the new concrete. Whether you are continuing a column, beam, slab or any other concrete work after a break, using a bonding agent is a good construction practice. Now the next point is Recron 3S fiber. These are small polypropylene microfibers that are mixed into concrete and plaster. When mixed into concrete or plaster, they help reduce early shrinkage cracks and small hairline cracks that can appear while the material is drying. They cannot stop every type of crack, but they do improve crack resistance and help make the concrete and plaster more durable. For concrete, the typical dosage is around 900 grams per cubic meter of concrete, or simply follow the dosage printed on the manufacturer's packet. For plaster, many manufacturers recommend around 80 to 100 grams per cement bag. To mix it, first combine the sand and aggregate, then add the fiber. After that, add the cement followed by water. Mix everything thoroughly for about 3 to 4 minutes so the fibers spread evenly throughout the mix. If you want long-lasting concrete, this is one thing you should not skip. Now the next point is water-cement ratio. When concrete is mixed on site, workers often add extra water to make it easier to mix, pour and level. But adding too much water is one of the biggest mistakes in construction. Excess water reduces the strength of concrete, increases shrinkage, and makes it more likely to develop cracks and allow water to penetrate over time. So always try to use the correct water-cement ratio. For most RCC work, a water-cement ratio of around 0.45 is common. Although the exact value depends on the concrete mix design. For example, if you use 150 kg bag of cement, a 0.45 water-cement ratio means about 22.5 liters of water. If you are using 2 bags of cement, you will need about 45 liters of water. Avoid adding extra water just to make the concrete easier to work with. If better workability is needed, it is usually better to use a plasticizer rather than adding more water. Using the correct amount of water helps produce stronger, more durable concrete with better long-term performance. The next point is cover blocks. When many houses are built, some workers use broken bricks or stones to create space between the steel reinforcement and the shuttering. This is not a good practice. Instead, always use cover blocks. It is a small block made of concrete or plastic that keeps the steel reinforcement at the correct distance from the outer surface of the concrete. If the steel reinforcement is too close to the surface, water and moisture can reach it over time. This can cause the steel to rust, which may lead to cracks, concrete damage, and a weaker structure. Using the correct concrete cover helps protect the steel and improves the durability of the structure. Common cover values are slab 20 to 25 mm, beam around 40 mm, column 40 to 50 mm, footing around 75 mm or 3 inches. Always follow the structural designer's drawings if they specify different cover requirements. Cover blocks are inexpensive, but they play an important role in protecting your reinforcement steel. Now the next point is concrete vibrator. If your contractor or mason doesn't bring one, arrange it yourself. Simply poking the concrete with the rod or stick is not enough for proper compaction. When concrete is poured into a slab, beam, column, or footing, air can get trapped inside, especially around the steel reinforcement. If these air pockets are not removed, they can create voids, reduce the strength of the concrete, and increase the risk of honeycombing. A concrete vibrator removes these trapped air pockets and helps the concrete settle properly around the reinforcement. For most house construction, a vibrator with 25 to 40 mm needle is commonly used. While using it, don't keep the vibrator in one place for too long. Insert it into the concrete for about 5 to 10 seconds, then remove it slowly and move to the next spot. Continue this process until the entire concrete pour has been compacted. If you vibrate for too long in one place, the concrete may start to segregate and cement slurry can rise to the surface. Also, make sure the shuttering is properly sealed before pouring concrete. If cement slurry leaks out through gaps in the shuttering, the quality of the concrete can be affected. Using a concrete vibrator correctly helps produce denser, stronger, and more durable concrete. Now the next point, plasticizer. It is a chemical admixture that improves the workability of concrete. You may have heard of products like Dr. Fixit LW Plus or similar products from Fosroc and Sika. When concrete is mixed on site, workers often add extra water to make it easier to pour and level. But adding too much water reduces the strength and durability of the concrete. A plasticizer solves this problem. This helps the concrete flow better, fill gaps more easily, and when used along with proper vibration, reduces the chances of honeycombing. Always follow the dosage recommended by the manufacturer. Usually, the plasticizer is mixed with the water first, and then that water is added to the cement, sand, and aggregate. Using the correct amount of water and a good plasticizer helps produce stronger, more durable concrete. Now the next point, proper curing. Even if you use a good concrete mix, the correct water-cement ratio, and a concrete vibrator, your concrete still needs proper curing to develop its full strength and durability. Use a hose with a spray nozzle to keep the concrete surface moist. For most concrete work, curing should be done for at least 7 days. If possible, curing for 14 days gives even better results. In hot or dry weather, Longer curing can further improve durability. For roof slabs, ponding is also a very effective curing method. Sometimes areas like footings are covered with soil soon after construction, making regular water curing difficult. In such cases, a curing compound can be used if recommended for the project. Proper curing is one of the most important steps in building strong and durable concrete. Now, I want to ask you one question. Which of these 8 construction tips did you hear for the first time today? Was it cover blocks, the concrete vibrator, Recron 3S fiber, the water cement ratio, or something else? Write your answer in the comments.